Welcome back to Hustle of the Week, where we turn trash Subarus into cold hard cash. Now, I bought that thing a month ago and I don't remember what I filmed, so I'm gonna go ahead and edit so I can remember what I'm doing. Also, thank you to everyone who's been subscribing. The tacos are definitely going up. Look at all these fixins we got. I can even afford a soda now. The rundown is we got a motor that burns a lot of oil and misfires. I can't remember, so let's travel back in time and see how we got to this point.
Hello?
Hi, I missed a call from this number.
Is this Colin?
Yes, it is.
Hi. Colin Winters gave me your name and number.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. I have, where are you located, by the way?
I'm out in Pecos.
Ah, down by Santa Fe way.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like 505. That's not a local number. I'm up here in Tres Piedras. I have a 2012 Subaru Forester. It's I just have had like $7,000 worth of work done on it. I had a new clutch put in it, new timing belt, a new this, new that. I've got a whole list of it. I could send you a copy of the list. And then it is also right now coding. It's misfiring and it's coding catalytic converter. I don't know what's causing the misfire, if it's the catalytic converters causing the misfire.
No, that's a different issue.
So anyway, Colin said that you sometimes buy cars.
I do.
And then refurbish them and resell them.
I do.
And that you might be interested in it.
I am.
You are?
Well, potentially. Could you tell me, okay.
Let me, go ahead. I can send you a picture of it, because I've already taken a picture, and I typed up a list of everything that's done.
Perfect. Yeah, send me that info, but I have two quick questions that kind of determine whether we proceed.
I have one other thing to tell you that might change your mind.
Got you, okay.
It's on a salvage title because of some hail damage that it got in Albuquerque.
Got it.
You can't hardly tell that it's got hail damage unless the light is just perfect.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. And your two questions?
One, how many miles are on it?
79,000. Wait a minute. 179,083 miles, I think.
Got it. So 180 and then 180 and then how much are you looking to get for it?
As right now, I'm just like researching offers.
Got you. Okay. And what you said it's a 12?
2012.
Got it. Okay.
And I gotta tell you, if I had the money, I would fix this car up and take care of it myself because I freaking love this car. However, I have bought a new car, and at this point in my life, I'm like, really, Helen, you can't hang on to everything.
Yeah, I know that. I try to do the same with cars, to be honest. Send me what you got. You gotta set a price because I don't want to hit you with something that is gonna offend you. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna hit you with a low number because like these cars generally need a lot of work. Like it sounds like the motor needs to come out. It's probably having a head gasket or a valve issue, and then it needs catalytic converters. Then that's before I even get into the suspension. So I mean, if you tell me what you're looking to get, I can tell you whether that's in what I would normally pay for a car. Think about a number, hit me with a number, and send me the info you got, and we will go from there.
Okay, so you won't make an offer on it.
Well, send me pictures, and then I might make an offer on it. But it's just like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like paying a lot for these things because every single one I buy, the owner swears it's perfect, and I get into it. And like I used to run a Subaru shop, which is why Colin sends me these. And him and I notice like we'll have people swear their car is perfect, and then we take it on a test drive, and we're mechanics, so we can feel every little issue with it. We can feel every suspension part that needs work. Like CV shafts are common.
I can tell you right now, here's the exact mileage right now. It's 176,820.
Okay, and it's a Forester, correct?
It's a Forester.
Okay.
And I had 4 brand new tires put on at 150,000 miles.
That's good info.
The sensors, downstream sensor replaced. But here's the big thing. Clutch, front and rear brakes were just recently replaced. That was in 2023. Serpentine belt, throttle adjustment, left and right drive axles were replaced.
Okay, that's good.
And a new ignition.
Do you happen to have a picture of the engine?
I can get you one.
Yeah, send me a picture, because I'm pretty sure that's the chain drive motor, which correlates with what you just said, serpentine replaced. However, the chain drive motors are dual cam, and you can't really work on them in the car. They have to come out. So that if that motor's having a misfire problem, it needs to come out. Then it needs the cats, and it's like...
So you know that.
Oh, yeah, and those motors are not fun to work on because they're dual overhead cam. They're timing cover instead of timing belt. So they're a nightmare to work on. That's why every shop just quotes you a used engine on those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's very few shops.
I just recently had all the spark plugs and coils or cylinders replaced.
Right, so that kind of confirms that it has an engine issue because they were obviously doing that trying to cure the misfire. Something's not making compression if it's still misfiring after they did all that.
Right.
Yeah, so it's gonna need an engine. But shoot me a couple pictures, and I'll...
Do you still need a picture of the engine?
Sure, why not? It will just...
There's other things you should know. I've made a list of everything. Single owner, I've had it my whole life.
Okay.
I've religiously changed the oil. The front right tire shimmies at high speeds on bad roads. That's because I ran over one of those parking blocks one time.
Right, so...
And when they did the repair, they didn't quite do it just
so
perfect.
So that's exactly why I don't like paying a lot for these. That you just hit the nail on the head, because it either has a bent rim or it has a bad wheel bearing on that side.
No, it's not a wheel bearing. It's an axle thing.
Well, according to you...
They can't get it into... They cannot get it into complete alignment.
Got it. So then it sounds like the knuckle is bent or something. But regardless, we don't have to nitpick it now, but that's exactly my point of why I don't like paying for these.
And it burns oil.
That almost also confirms that it is the chain drive motors, because the 12 to 14s had oil consumption issues. The 15s and up, they revised the piston rings on them.
Ah.
Yeah, so this thing needs an engine.
Okay, well, I will give you that. I will send you pictures. I will, and also, right now, I'll let you know the best offer I have for it is $500.
Perfect. Okay, well, I think we can make something work. Remind me your name?
Oh, I didn't tell you.
Helen. Awesome. Well, Helen, I appreciate the call. Shoot me a couple pictures, and let's work something out.
All right, I'll give you a buzz back.
Thank you for the call. We'll be in touch.
All right,
Bye.
for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna pay $1,000 for it. That's all it's worth. But I think, you know, it has some good stuff. But once again, guys, this is why I say everyone thinks they have fucking gold. I guess that is our next hustle of the week. So I'm gonna secure the car tomorrow. Then I will order a $600 motor. I'll walk you guys through that, but I will blur out my source. Good luck on that. Happy hunting. If you get it, it's a good source. I'll ship that to my buddy's shop. We'll pop an engine in it and replace some cats. Should be a super simple thing and should probably make, depending on how the car looks, even salvage. I'll sell it for $5,500, so I'll be in it $2,000. 1,000 gas, $600 motor, catalytic converter, $2,000. Slap a motor in it, deal with some suspension work. Make $3,500 in 2-3 days. Also, if you guys were wondering why I was showing this car, because I just emailed them an hour ago and I wanted that. I thought it was a call on that car. I sent them my phone number. So, totally wrong, but that's another thing I got in the works to show you guys something about timing belts. Hopefully we get that one too. Already got some info. Let's see what we got. She got paid 11 racks for this thing. She bought it back for 7, so she made 4. Well, it looks like we got pictures of it. It looks good. So let's give her a call and see what we can score this thing for. Thank you for the pictures. I reviewed them, and it looks like, yeah, it's in decent condition.
Ideally, I would like to get like $1,000 for it.
That is the number I was gonna shoot you, so we are on the same page.
Okay, cool. Could we do it early next week?
Yeah, I mean, are you available today or not today?
Not today, no.
Okay,
I
no.
just got out of the bathtub.
Perfect. Okay. No worries. Let's do early next week. Are you thinking Monday?
Yeah, we could do Monday. Are you going to be coming up here with a tow truck or?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if you're planning to drive it back.
No, I have a tow truck.
Yeah. It might make it, but it's going to be tricky.
No, I'll pull up with my tow truck and pick it up. And you have the title, correct?
I do.
Perfect. Thank you, Helen. We'll be in touch.
All right. I'm going to run it by my next door neighbor too, because he had voiced an interest, but that was like a month ago.
Yeah, I know how that is. Yeah, well, everybody has a buddy, whether they pull through or not. That's the question.
Exactly.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you Monday.
Alrighty, thanks.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye for now.
It is now Monday. We made it through the weekend without the friend picking it up. Let's hop on the road, go get the Subaru. We got a little bit of damage. Other than that, pretty clean. Tires are all right. Ooh, interior's nice. Look at that. Hail damage. Definitely can see it more in person. That's fine though. $177. Oh, it's manual.
Yeah, it's a stick shift.
Huh.
I was going to say clutch. Won't start without the clutch.
Yeah, I've spaced that for some reason. Okay.
Now, if you get this thing fixed up, if you get it running well, and you get that back tailgate where I can lift it up, I'll buy it back from you. I love this fucking car.
Do you? You already got you got a new Forester.
I do.
That one's nicer.
6 years. You know what? I like the stick shift.
It's okay. That one's automatic. I see. Okay, I'll let you know.
I can't get a stick shift anymore.
Because they don't sell them? They didn't have any, yeah. They don't have them in stock. You got to special order them because no one buys them. I think you can. Yeah, definitely missing. Okay, well, I'm good with it. Do you have more than one key?
I do.
Sweet, okay.
You want to come in?
Sure, let me grab the cash.
Oh, did you bring a bill of sale?
I did. Perfect. Well, we've made it back with the car. Now it's time to order a motor. The lady I got the car from, she expressed a lot of interest in buying it back if it is fixed correctly. In some of my other videos, I've mentioned the early model FB25s. They have oil consumption issues due to bad piston rings. So I always swap in the 15 and later engines, and that cures the burning oil. So let's go order one of those. The clutch is also really low, so we're gonna order a clutch. I forgot it was manual, so I really don't like selling manuals. They just don't sell like autos do. So if she wants it back, I'll sell it right back to her. Okay, so here is the engine we need, the FB25B. It is in these cars, but the intake ports do change in like 16 or 17. I think 17 and up, the intake ports change. So here I have found a legacy engine with only 88,000 miles. And the best thing about it is it's $500 shipped. Like I said, I can't give you guys my engine source, but that's what I'm ordering. And motor with 88,000 out of a crashed 19. It says 1819. Be careful. Some of them did go direct injection and they will not work. So for 500 bucks, I'll get that one on the way. If for some reason it is direct injection, I do have one out of a 15 Forester with 20K on it, 22. I just don't want to pull it, so I'd rather spend 500 bucks on an engine because I don't feel like putting in $200 in labor. So this is essentially, in my eyes, a $300 motor because I don't have to pull it. Get that on the way, and then I will get a clutch on the way and a catalytic converter. Then we'll continue with this project. Now that we're up to speed, let's go ahead and get the engine out of this thing. I need to get the flywheel off and get the flywheel to Napa right now to be resurfaced. According to them, it's not actually a dual mass. It is a two-piece, but not a dual mass, so they can resurface it. It's currently Friday. I need that resurfaced right now so that I can get this engine done this weekend. It's dead. Let me grab a jump pack. That motor slid right out. It took me an hour and 6 minutes with screwing off and not being super serious about it. But these things are seriously easy to get out, especially if they're manual. You don't have to do the 4 torque converter bolts. Those are a pain. Pop it right out. This chick told me she just paid for a new clutch. I'm wondering if the shop just took her money. It does not look new, and the clutch was super low to the floor. If it is a new clutch, whoever put it in could have at least cleaned the bell housing. I'm not convinced on any of this. Look at that metal. So earlier in the video, I said, I'm gonna order a clutch, but then I remembered she said it has a new clutch. That looks like a cheap clutch. We're putting Excetti, I believe is the brand I use. I try to stick to Excetti. Ooh, what's the one I use on Beamers? Something good. The cheap clutches, they don't last. And like, if you're a shop doing a clutch, come on, man. Look. And if I let it sit for 5 minutes and spray it again, like, do some quality work, guys. And plug in the oxygen sensor too if you're charging her to replace it. Oh, that is a new clutch. Cheap brand though. Trash. So we'll see if they can machine it. This one looks new though. I think it does anyway. Ooh, what the... It was rubbing on something. Weird. Oh my god. What the... It was hitting the bell housing. Look at that. Why? I don't know how they wouldn't roll that over by hand and notice that something's not right. Honestly, it just goes with what I keep saying, which is nobody cares nowadays. They just slap stuff together. They don't check. I do it too. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I do it on my stuff though. Customer stuff, I'm pretty thorough on. I'm gonna pop out the pilot because if I don't, they'll pop it back in. And I don't want it. And you should push from the outer race unless you're replacing it. Might work. Watch the seat. Save some for later, brother.
Right? Make me work, bro.
Okay, now shove it in. Shove it in.
Shove that bitch, brother.
You're hitting the subframe. We're good. Drop it.
Is that bitch gonna close?
Oh no, it's gonna bust my window.
Give me a strong one now.
Oh, this window's gonna explode for sure. Chris actually had a great idea. We're gonna put these, on the struts to hold it up. And hopefully I won't have to buy a new window, but you never know. Well, I hit a bump and something smashed into something, so I'm gonna pull over and make sure, I don't know, add a blanket maybe. Oof. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, something happened. Why is this loose? Oh. Yeah, push the struts down. Let's move these back up. Really snug them down. And we'll just say that's good. Again, that ain't going anywhere. We need the clutch, so let's hook up a jump pack here. Well, it has been more days than I care to admit, but the motor is ready to rock. I took the old timing cover and the crank tone wheels off, swapped them over to this one, got the intake adapters on, spaced the coil packs out. Since the valve covers are slightly different and I didn't want to crack into the new motor. And then I cut and extended the EGR tube to accommodate for the higher intake, and did new spark plugs, thermostat, as well as blocked off this port that the older motor did not have. And that's about it. It wasn't crazy complicated. The hardest part was the EGR tube. So now I'm gonna put the clutch, the rear main on, put my repair sleeve on here, get rid of this old throwout bearing. And we will pop the new motor in, fire this bad boy up, because we got suspension work to do. The flywheel, I don't know why it's hitting the block, the old block. Look at these marks on the heads. Look at our old block. I was wondering why there was like fresh machined metal shavings in the bell housing. And this lady said she just had a clutch done, so I don't know. I think they replaced the flywheel with a cheap one or not the right one. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take a flap wheel and clearance the new block the same way, because it was running when it came to me. And it also could just be that the thrust was worn out on the old motor. Maybe that's it. So I'll bolt this up, and if it's not hitting, we'll just send it. But if it does contact, I will just give it a little clearancing. I was thinking a spacer could be missing, but like this is the only thing that should go behind it. This has a dowel pin. Dowel pin goes right there. And there should be no other spacer behind a flywheel. The autos with the flex plates get the flex plate and then the front spacer, but there should be nothing behind it. We're not gonna overthink it. We're gonna make stuff fit and get this show on the road. I do install these things that hold this to the transmission with Loctite. I feel like the kit should come with Loctite. I don't know why it didn't. And the point of this clutch is this is a steel surface that the throwout bearing will now ride on. I feel like it fits better from the back. That nice fitment right there. And you want to do this because this aluminum wears. You can even see, yeah, I can feel it with my nail. It's starting to wear. And updating to a steel surface equals no more wear. Subaru should have done this from the factory, but it really is only an issue on Subarus with over 200K. Torque spec, tight. I don't want this thing coming loose ever. But only as tight as you can get it with this thing. Don't go crazy now. Lube and lube the ball. Oh, that's nice. flywheel side. Torque these with a torque wrench. They only torque to 12 foot-pounds. Do not impact them. I'm not saying I've broken these in the flywheel with a Milwaukee impact in the past. I'm not saying I haven't though. This motor's now 100% done. We just got to lube the splines. And it doesn't take much, just a little bit. I wonder if this will turn nice. That's why they only give you a little bit. Shit, man, I wish they'd give me a little more, or I had two hands. Boom, that is way too much, but we'll just get it all the way around. Splines are good. Maybe put a little right there, just a little for it to slide in. Once again, that clutch kit is that part number, KF738-04, a brand of ZF. There's a high quality clutch. I've used a lot of them with good results. And ask yourself real quick, how did I learn about this clutch? I worked at a machine shop. Shops would put a stock clutch in, and then at idle, they would get a noise from the throwout bearing. Then you put a little bit of pressure on the clutch pedal and the sound would go away. That narrows it down to the throwout bearing. So then they would remove the clutch they just put in, come to the machine shop, and we would tell them about the kit. So that is the Kier. I recommend using it even if you don't have the problem, because you could see the little bit of wear that was in there. Last but not least, I gotta take care of this plate that goes here. That thing. And I am also going to replace the radiator. This is a $60 Amazon radiator. Yeah. If I do 100 cars and I put $60 radiators in all of them, which, you know, I've done, they're typically good for at least 5 years, which is well out of my warranty. The Delica, I traded a 10K Subaru for that thing, and about a year later, the radiator went out and he blew the head gaskets. And I, in my eyes, warrantied the job because I redid the head gaskets for $1,000. Everything, parts, fluid, everything. After that, I started putting a radiator in every car because that guy was really cool. And look at what I got, a sick-ass Delica out of it. So I felt terrible. And now every car that is a Subaru, and I actually, all my 4Runners too have been getting radiators because they're like 70 or 80 bucks on eBay or Amazon. And old plastic deteriorates. Enough with the talking. Let's go ahead and slap this Subi together. All back together. It went relatively smooth, except for I forgot to check for dowel pins out of the old motor. So there was one stuck in the transmission I had to pound out. And then on the manual ones, you want to pop it in gear and rotate the crank to get the splines to align. I've had them hang up and not go in. So that is a pro tip right there. The second you get them mated together, you want to make sure the clutch functions, because if it doesn't, it's easiest to deal with it before you put the whole thing back together. Let's see if she runs. Sounds darn good. We don't really know how long it sat at a wrecking yard not running, so that thing fired right up. I like these new motors a lot. We'll now add coolant, and I'm gonna stop filming and use two hands. I think at some point someone left the oil cap off because it is just pissing oil out of this thing. It sprays up and absorbs in here. Now that the hood's been up, it was dripping oil everywhere. But I'll take it to the car wash and clean all that up here in a bit. It is extremely hot today and the AC is not working. Quick peek reveals you're not spinning. So let's slap the gauge on it, grab a bottle, and see what's going on. That does not sound charged at all. Super low. Just sit on up. Look for this thing. Come on. Got fans. I want that thing to kick on. Why you no kick on? Okay, let's let some out. I swear. People think they have gold and they have clapped out cars. And if you guys knew what she called me and offered me back for this thing, like, I want to get it ready for her. This thing needs new top hats. It's gonna need shocks. The AC is not working. I'm gonna give her a call and see if the AC worked or not. Let's go for a test drive. We'll deal with AC later. Windows down. It is. Well, it actually rides better than I thought, but check this out. Every time I swerve right, yeah. I think that's that wheel bearing letting the rotor and stuff move, because it's every time I go right. Right about at 60, if I hit a bump, it starts bump steering. And it's kind of on decel. Not on braking though. I'm pretty sure that's wheel bearings combined with ball joints. Not brakes though, they feel good. Let's try going faster. Okay, so now let off. It's weird, I gotta hit a bump and it triggers it. And the transmission feels weird going in fifth. Front end needs work. Shocks are blown up front. I did buy all 4 wheel bearings. It needs front shocks more than it needs rear wheel bearings. So I'm not addressing the rear. We're gonna do front wheel bearings, front brakes, at least machine the rotors, front ball joints, and I'm gonna figure out why the AC doesn't work. I have found the AC relay. I'm hoping it is just that, so I'm gonna change it with the sub-fan relay and see if there's any difference. Sub-fan. AC. Did not do nothing. Cool. Let's turn it off and see if the compressor spins. Oh, that is hot. Try that again with the glove. Oh, she is locked up good and tight. They won't budge. So this thing needs an AC compressor. I don't think I have any for an FB. Well, I think the logical thing to do is call her. I want to touch base with her, see if A, she's still interested, B, what issues matter to her. If she never uses AC, to me, AC is a big deal. It's getting real hot, and if I just can throw a compressor on it, sometimes the compressor throws metal through the system. It might need a condenser line. If she doesn't care and she's gonna buy it back, I might just not address it. We'll see. Let's give her a jingle.
Colin,
Helen, how's it going?
it's going all right. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad. Just trying to get some work done. I had a question.
Yeah.
Are you interested in the Forester still?
How much?
I don't know. I'm just curious if you're still interested, first of all.
If I can afford it, yes.
Okay.
I am.
Well, so let's chat about price in a bit. I have questions, another couple questions. Did the AC work?
Yes.
Interesting.
Is it not working?
No, it's not. It's acting like it has a seized compressor to me. I'm trying to sort that out right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it worked fine, correct?
Yeah, I never had any problems with it.
Okay. And then second of all, what were the issues that you were concerned about? The rear gate not opening?
Yes, that was the big one.
And when would that happen? Was it on like hot days?
No. But the latch just wouldn't release it.
Got it. The couple times I've tried it, the latch, I can hear it working. It was just like glued together from sitting in the sun for the past month, you know what I mean? But let me dive into that.
And it would happen periodically. Sometimes it would open, and then all of a sudden I couldn't get it to come open at all.
Got it. So sometimes the wires up in the roof, they start fraying from all the years of opening. So I'll rip into that door harness and see if I can see any frayed wires. And then I feel some stuff going on in the front end. So I'm going to try to address some of that. Let me get it up to par, and then we will chat about price.
Sounds wonderful.
Awesome. Okay, I'll let you know when it's ready, and we'll see what we can, if we can hash something out.
Okay, sounds good.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so the AC, I got to figure out what's up with that. I wonder if it locked up from me having the compressor upside down flipped. I've never had that happen, ever. But let me see if I can make it turn. Come on. Come on. That thing is locked up, and it is not the same as the EJ one, so I need one off an FB. The Junkyard does have one. I've been waiting for them to put it in a yard, and they haven't. I'm gonna hope that they have. So I'm gonna proceed with the front end rebuild. It's currently 234. I'm gonna rip this thing apart. And just like that, we are at 256. Both front wheel bearings are removed. Rotors, all that. I'm not gonna actually machine the rotors. I can still see the machine marks in them, and they broke straight. So someone just did them. I didn't pop the ball joints just because I want to show you guys this. I think a tow truck driver hooked to this and bent the sway bar forward, because I have never seen the links pointed straight forward like that on both sides. My only logical conclusion is someone towed it from there. But yeah, as you guys can see, I always do everything. Ball joints, wheel bearings, brakes, because I rip them apart so quick. And having to do it twice literally cost me twice as much. I've also spent an hour and a half pulling them on a rusty car per side. This is a New Mexico car. Look at that. That thing's already loose. So it looks like I gotta put the nut back on to yank it out of the knuckle. This is why you buy New Mexico cars. Rust buckets are fine until you need to repair them. Silly me, I forgot I bought a ball joint puller for Subarus. If you work on Subarus, you want this thing. Astro 78620. Yeah, I'm kind of dumb. I totally forgot I had this. That's much easier.
Bluetooth connected.
It was a little rusty. That's why it wouldn't come out. Of course, the side I doesn't film just comes right out. So now, just gotta hit it a couple times. And yeah, watch what it's crashing into. I'm just beating crap up because I'm holding an iPhone. Come on. Give me it. Give me the ball joint. All right, parts run. All right, after a successful parts run, we have spent a lot of money. I have genuine sway bar links, genuine ball joints, not genuine wheel bearings, Detroit axle. They have a 10-year warranty. And then I went to the Junkyard and got a sway bar. I went ahead and removed the old one, and look at that. That is a Subaru part number taped on it, meaning the sway bar has been replaced. And I think it has to do with that fiasco she told me about, running something over. And I think they installed it upside down because I don't see any bends in it like I was thinking. So I'm just gonna flip it over and put it back in and return those links because those were $100 and the ball joints were $100. AutoZone has ball joints for $45 each, so I'd rather go genuine Subaru. I'm a little baffled that they don't come with a cotter key or a nut, but that's okay. I have the old hardware and it's not in bad condition, so I'll just reuse it. Sorry I didn't take you guys with me to the Junkyard. I was in a rush before 5 and getting parts and just trying to get back here and get going. I will assure you guys, I made sure to smash a random window for all the lovely people in the comments. I got you guys. That's one strong window. There we go. I know. Leave a comment. Thank me down there. The car with the AC compressor, he said he's having a title issue. I was like, what's up with that car? And he's like, it's not good. And I was like, so is it not good if I take the AC compressor? And he's like, yeah, that's not good. So I tried. There is a chance the old owner could be gaslighting me and be like, oh no, the AC worked fine, because then she's going to get me to fix the AC. Or something happened. Regardless, we have to sort that out. Anywho, back to work. Spec 150. Got this side back together. I went ahead and flipped that sway bar. And if we do compare to how it looked before, look at how that link was forward. Now, this is how it's supposed to be, straight up and down. So someone replaced that sway bar and mounted it upside down. We can tell some real clowns have been working on this car. Anyway, I'm gonna put the rims on and we'll take it for a test drive. This car rides like a completely different car. The sway bar, with it at the neutral point it was like fighting and making it bump steer in a sense, almost like death steer like a Jeep. So now I came back to this bridge where it did it, and it takes it so much better. I almost thought the shocks were blown, but it was literally just the sway bar being on the wrong way and the links not delivering the load the way they should. So that is great news. Also, the front wheel bearings always makes a difference on these. I almost always do front wheel bearings and front ball joints. It really tightens up the front ends. Well, on the test drive, I could feel a little weird vibration. I'll tell you guys, it's the drive shaft. These Subarus, they have staked U-joints. They are non-replaceable. You are forced to buy a new drive shaft when a U-joint goes out. We're gonna see if the Junkyard has one when we're looking for an AC compressor. We decided not to take it off, and we're gonna drive this thing to Albuquerque. One of the concerns was the catalytic converter code. The second O2 sensor wasn't even plugged in, so I need to put miles on this and see if it comes back. Another concern, this thing not opening. So let's see, worked fine. She said it was intermittent. So I'm just gonna do this and see if it starts acting up. Seems good to me. Let's tap in here. Oh, I forgot. I bought a KO3 for 20 bucks off this dude on the side of the road. There's a KO3. That was 20 bucks because the dude worked at a tire shop, but he said it locked up or something, which I don't know how it flat spotted just right there. I have no clue. Just on the side, but that's weird. Regardless, it's good for a rear tire in the center. 20 bucks, this is a $250 tire. And I got his contact information because he works at Big O. I was like, hit me up when you got Duratrax and KOs, like in good, or KO2s, KO3s, whatever. Once again, I have not looked at this. I've just worked on so many of these that I just happen to know the issues. So let's just pop this out and see if we can see anything. You know what? I'm gonna do nothing. So until we can replicate the problem, I'm not gonna bother diving into that because it's working every single time. I'll just tell her to change the latch.
Here, let me try.
Good as half the shops that can't fix a thing.
Let me try opening it.
What are you doing? Open it. See, I think it was user error. Were you actually trying right now?
No.
Oh.
That was my nuts clapping it.
Yeah, that seems like it works every time. So I'm gonna call that one fixed. Another interesting thing is I just found light bulbs in the center console. Look how bad this one pointed. See this one, we can see the cutoff line right over that speaker. This one we can't. Someone put it in wrong. Look at it. This is insane. No one can even handle changing light bulbs. Look, you see that? It is cocked sideways, not in the right spot. It baffles me the amount of stuff that is wrong with every freaking car I get. Watch this cutoff line change. Better? It's a little low. We might have to repoint this headlight, but at least it's in the right slot. I bet they jacked with the headlight pointing and pointed it way down because it wasn't inserted right. So we'll fix all this up. Sounds good. Left turn signal. Sounds good. No fog lights. Right turn signal. Left is good. Right is good. Hit the brakes. Okay, I'd tell you to put it in reverse, but you can't drive standard. Put the clutch in, put it in reverse. He's gonna run me over. Ooh, you got it. Okay, put it in neutral. Yeah, neutral's in the middle. New running lights. We got 2 in this headlight, 2 in this headlight. This is why I just stock bags of LEDs. I buy like 50 on eBay or Amazon. This one was being flickery, so it's trash. That happens when you buy a bunch of them for cheap. If you're flipping cars, you should be doing light checks on every car that you touch. Can't forget the license plate lights. Those are so bright. I love that, so that like cops can see your plate. And then I threw an LED in here too. I didn't change out the map lights because honestly, I just don't feel like it. So all that's left is checking our headlight alignment. That's supposed to be pointed at the road. Best way to adjust lights is just find a nice wall, and then we align them. Okay, now move.
A little more.
A little more. Once more. Just stay moved. What do you think? Right there. Yeah? Right there. Screw it. That's good. Talk about a difference. I would say 70% of the Subarus I get have headlight bulbs installed wrong. It's ridiculous. And now I can actually see. We also got a tire pressure light, so we're gonna check the tire pressure. TPMS light is off. I also went ahead and changed that second light. Someone was nice enough to break the connector, and we grabbed a radio transmitter. So let's jam. So we are at You Pull It, and here's the one Forester they have. And there's no AC compressor. So we're going back empty-handed. Well, Amazon Prime has it, $170. It's on one day, so I'm gonna get this thing for tomorrow. So one Albuquerque trip for nothing, but we can at least get some Kiva juice. I'm guessing a Datsun. I bet this thing has like an SR or something. Oh no, that's a Miata engine, huh? Mazda. That's wild. Dude, wait a minute. This is a body swapped Miata. Look at those cuts. That's crazy. It's a shit box. Thick fillet, sheesh, let's go. One code, let's see what it's for. Catalytic converter. So we will replace the cat, and that will take care of that. For now, I'm just gonna clear the code to get cruise control back, which I haven't used at all, but. Damn, bro, save some for the rest of us.
No, it's creatine.
So I've been daily driving the Vet, and it's a 6-speed, and one of the cons is that when you try to bang 6th gear in your 5-speed, it grinds really badly, like really badly. So Albuquerque, we struck out, but it's not a complete loss because we did confirm our catalytic converter's bad. I have this replacement. I ordered it when I bought the car, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in.
What was it? What's the issue?
There's like a little right here in this front. It's like still on the.
Yeah. It's still on the motor?
Yeah.
Is that the issue? It's still on.
Yeah, the issue is you haven't gotten it off yet. That's what it is.
It's coming right now. Oh, there it goes. Oh! Oh! Did you see my iPhone in front of that? Dude, that was crazy. Let's see how close it is.
Thought I just lost an iPhone there. It's okay, we got corn. Who bent the crap out of this? And it looks brand new too. Honestly, at this point, I think we should play with the fact that these might be in the wrong positions because of the idiocracy we've seen on this car. On another note, it looks like there's all the mounts to swap the shields over. I would say no one does that. They just slap up the new one. I'm gonna try to take them off. All the bolts are gonna break. Then we're gonna not worry about it. Yeah, f that. We're not doing that. I put the sensors in here. I put the studs in here. I've had issues with these cheap catalytic converters not sealing up because the flanges aren't straight. Are we gonna check it with a straight edge? No, we're gonna fill it with fippage. So just a quick little layer, and this will get it nice and sealed up. I don't want to talk about it. It works. I do this a lot. Yes, it burns off a little bit, but not where it's pinched, so it seals up. I can already see the comments. Talk shit about other shops. Does this crap. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I don't care. Cat's installed. Now we gotta drive it and make sure that light doesn't come back on. I always wash my engine bays after an engine swap. All right, today we are gonna finish this car. I need it gone, I need it sold. So that front right shock is really blown. We're at the junkyard. Yes, we're buying a junkyard shock. Now, I do not recommend taking junkyard shocks, but we were here, and that is a KYB that has been replaced. And that is the front right, which is the one we need. Looking at front left, we can see there's an OEM shock, so they didn't do that. We're gonna take the one good one very carefully because we don't want to hurt anything at this junkyard. Like, someone obviously broke a window here. People who break stuff, that disgusts me. Whoops. One shock. Let's go. 21 bucks for a brand new, well, for a KYB. Can't beat that price. I love this place, which is why I don't break windows. No? Can't remember which one of my friends. Oh, actually, my buddy James. I was watching one of his videos and he struggled with one side for way too long. Said he couldn't get something aligned because he jacked up one side. And there's something called an anti-sway bar. So yes, we're only putting one shock on it, but we're gonna uncompress both sides. Dude, that's crazy. She was told that they couldn't get it in alignment because of something in the suspension. Maybe it's because they deleted the adjuster bolt and put a normal bolt in there. That's crazy. The stupidity of shops just continues to blow my mind every day of my life. This is my least favorite place to be, but I'm gonna find the bolt we need. With any luck, it's this one right here that I just found. You see the cam that adjusts the alignment? Let's go see if this fits. That's it. Make sure it fits in the knuckle too. It should only fit from one side. Make sure it fits in here. And that is the reason a shop could not align this car. See how this adjusts the camber? Yeah, it's kind of important. Now let's get the AC. Let's make sure we have the right part before we take it apart though. Ooh, gloves? Hell yeah, kind of. Okay, these on top, downward bolts, looks right to me. Let's put it on. First thing I gotta do is evacuate the refrigerant.
Is this safe?
Cameraman never dies. I was expecting more of an explosion. You were totally good. You're filming. Maybe it's the high side that we should be scared of. Nah, we're good. Oh, I knew that super glue was gonna break. Hey, you didn't pay for those seats. Yeah, this one won't spin. Okay. Good thing I got the safety flops on. This one spins. We're good. Maybe I shouldn't have turned it. I had it pressurized pretty good. Cool. Well, it might be a little low on oil. We're not going to worry about it. So maybe don't turn the compressor until you unplug it, would be a lesson that we just learned. Spec. Wow, that does not fit at all. Really glad I just destroyed the perfectly good O-ring that was on there. Cool. Let's put this one back. Yeah, it's loose. So we need an O-ring. All right, China, we got 1 for 2. Good job. Let's go find the correct one. I don't know where my AC O-rings are, so I have this assortment and I have this assortment. I'm not gonna say that they're the same because I do not believe AC O-rings are the same. Maybe one of y'all can enlighten me in the comments, but we're gonna use whatever we have here because this thing needs to work. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's see if this one will work. I do actually think the O-ring press could be a little tighter, so I have this tiny O-ring. This is a trick I use in a pinch when I have to. What I do is I'm gonna add this little O-ring. I'm gonna add it before. See, this one doesn't fit the best, I'm not gonna lie. So I pop this one off, put the little one on, and the bigger I stretch it, the smaller it becomes, so it will increase our press just a little bit. Is it ideal? No. Does it work in a pinch? Yes. That is tighter. I'm happier. And if you're watching this video with your mom, she's probably happy seeing me spit on that thing, so. It's not making final cut, no fucking way. Come So it's not spinning yet. That's because the low pressure switch won't let it engage, so we put pressure in it. There it goes. That's further than we've gotten. Now it reduced our pressure over here, so I will keep filling. It will kick on again. All right, nice, I like that. Okay, now with it running, we're like at 0. So I'm just gonna keep filling the crap out of this. If you want it to go fast, you turn the can upside down so it goes in as a liquid, which the can says never to do. Nice of them to leave this thing here. We'll zip tie that out of the way. Oh, it goes through right here. We should do this with the engine not running. All right, let's see if it's cold enough. Hell no. It's getting there though. Feel it. It was blowing hot earlier.
Yeah, that's better.
And also if I redline the engine, which I can't do because I'm adjusting the clutch, so the gas pedal is currently out right now. Or maybe I can... It's all right. I think it needs a little more sauce. Let's at least finish this can. All right, that's one can. Let's call that good. The AC is blowing cold, so we'll bring this and a can with us. We might top it up on the road, but it's time to give the old owner a call. See if we can sell this thing today. Let's go.
Colin,
Hi, Helen. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. And you?
Not too bad.
Good.
Just wrapping up on this car. Well, I'm curious if you're free today. I'm on a test drive and I could swing by here in an hour and a half or so and see what you think and talk about what I did with you.
You're in my area?
Well, I can be.
Wow. I'm like 2 hours away from you, right?
Yeah, you're around the corner. 2 hours around the corner.
I am going to be around tonight.
Awesome. Yeah. I'll swing up your way and see you in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Okay, I'll be here.
Awesome. See you in a bit.
All right, bye-bye for now.
Let's go sell this bad boy. I did figure out, you know how they said they couldn't align that front right?
Yeah.
It was a bolt issue. They didn't have the eccentric bolt. Also, that front right shock was really blown, so we put another shock up there.
Really?
Then I did both front wheel bearings, both front ball joints. So if you step back here, I have all the parts. And the AC compressor was locked up. So here's the old shock. We just swapped it out this morning. Here are the old wheel bearings. They had play in the front. That front right, or the front left, when I turned, I could hear something rubbing. So that told me those are bad. And then I replaced the ball joints. We got genuine ones from Subaru. And then the AC compressor was locked up.
Yeah, what was that all
I
about?
don't know. And like, that doesn't generally happen. So got an AC compressor too.
Oh, that's wild, because...
Yeah, it wouldn't turn for me. And I put a big pair of pliers on here and tried to turn it, and she's locked up really tight.
Really?
Yeah.
Now what causes that?
They just blow up. But like, I barely started it to load it up and then started it and pulled the engine out. So I think it's been locked, but you might have not noticed if you were driving it in the winter because it's cold. You don't use AC.
Yeah.
But something locked it. So we got a new AC compressor on there. Now the AC works. And then, you said you got a clutch put in.
Yeah.
Who did that clutch out of curiosity?
I got the name of the place in LA.
Oh, in LA.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I put another clutch in it.
You did?
Yeah, I just didn't like the quality. It looked like a cheap clutch. So here's your old clutch. And what on these Subarus, there's the snout for the transmission where the throwout bearing sits. It's aluminum. And at the miles, like 200K, they start making weird noise. So if you see this wear right there,
Yeah.
that's wear on a metal. This is a steel sleeve. So it gets worse. This is what's known as a repair sleeve. And then you need an oversized bearing. So this kit that I stock is a good quality kit, A, and then B, it has the repair sleeve So this is now on your car. This is an extra one I pulled off. Different car. But anyway, so this slides on the aluminum. Then we update to this. And it cures like a throw-out bearing noise that goes away when you barely hit the clutch. I don't know if you've ever had that. The wear didn't look bad, but now I made sure that wear is not going to happen in the next 20K. And like a clutch that has no marking, like it doesn't say its name. The new clutch says Sachs on it.
Yeah.
The OEM clutch says Excetti on it. So we got a higher quality clutch in it. So I really took care of it. And then the motor is out of a 2018 with 88K. So we updated to a nice new motor.
Do I still have the warble in the steering?
No. It's much better, but you can definitely feel this thing's blown. Like blown. So it's way better. The steering before, when you hit a bump, it would like shake. That doesn't happen anymore. When that happened, I was like, I can't sell a car like this.
No, the tire would actually.
No, that was the wheel bearing.
Robes. Oh, okay.
So yeah, we did wheel bearing shock. It had a slew of issues going on. Also, the sway bar was installed upside down. You said something about a parking barrier and some event that happened, and
yeah, and that was a dealership that did the repair.
Right. So the sway bar has a dealership part number on it. Their tech put it on upside down.
Oh, God.
And it pulls the sway bar links forward and makes it was just throwing off a bunch of stuff. So that might be there was a slew of issues that was making.
Did you repair that?
Yeah, I took it off, flipped it, replaced the sway bar bushings, got it. So now if you drive, you want to take it for a drive and see if you notice? Let's go, yeah.
No, I'm interested. Is this one, so do I need to watch the oil?
No, you shouldn't need to. Because we got a new engine, you know, out of it. Here's we can see right here, it's out of a 2018. So the piston rings were revised in 2014. So the 11 through 13s were plagued with oil consumption issues. So no, you should not need, this thing should not be chugging oil the way it was. I will say, the other shocks are, they're not in the best shape. This car should have all 4 shocks replaced.
Yeah.
And it sounded like you said you used to road trip it with a bunch of weight in the back.
Yeah.
That's what did in the rear shocks.
I'm like so happy.
Yeah.
You brought this thing back to Cherry.
Oh, the catalytic converter. I replaced the catalytic converter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Both of them?
No, just the front one.
There's 2 of them.
Correct. It's the front one's the only one you need to replace. Also, whoever changed those oxygen sensors you were telling me about,
Yeah,
they didn't even plug in the second one.
The T brothers.
Yeah, one of them was not plugged in. That one was bent. I don't even know. I don't know.
Did it get replaced?
It doesn't need to. The front one is the one that adjusts the air-fuel ratio and the gas mileage. The second one, its job is to say your catalytic converter's bad. I'm confident we got a good...
This used to be a really bad road. Now it's like, looks like a skating rink. Shit.
The sway bar links are what stabilize when you hit a bump on this side. It tries to transfer the force to the other side, so both of them take it up, and they had them pulled forward. So when it would oscillate, it would just oscillate the other one too. Yeah, it's just some clowns worked on this car. And you're saying that was dealership, right?
I went to a dealership that my insurance company told me to go to.
I don't need to know which dealership, but it just amuses me how much crap work I see in this world.
It was not a Subaru dealer.
Yeah, but it was a Chevy dealer or someone that was approved by insurance, I assume.
Yes. Still looks like a golf ball, right?
Mm-hmm. I did not fix all the hail damage. Bodywork is not my specialty. So you called me and told me $8,000. So I was saying 7.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought I said $7,000.
No, you called me and said 8. And that's why I was like 8. I was like, yeah, that was a good number. I thought it was too high though. That's why I said $1,000 less. You know what I mean?
So you took $7,000.
I was hoping for. Let me think real quick.
I thought you were talking 6.
Let's say 6. So we'd be what? Oof. Okay, 6. Let me see what I'm in this car. Like, I bought it for $10. I could do 6 without doing the shocks.
But 7 doing the shocks.
Yeah. I could probably do 6,800 doing the shocks. I'm trying to, you know,
Yeah.
let you know like the least I can do. If I were to do shocks, I would definitely need a deposit because I'm at the point where I'm as far as I would take this car. You know what I mean? Like I can just sell it right now, and it's only getting shocks if it's going to you. Well, there we go, guys. We struck a deal. She is getting me a deposit for the shocks. I'm gonna do the shocks, and that car is sold. This might be one of the most successful hustles of the week because in one video, it is bought, fixed, and sold. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Get an angle on me while you're winning this out, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you zoomed in?
No, but I'm getting the angle, bro.
See what I work with, Trevor.